Welcome to episode 1 of the Way Back Rehab podcast. So, the first thing that you should know about this podcast is that I don't really view it as a podcast. It's more audio musings around certain ideas and concepts and principles that I think are really important in a rehabilitation journey. Okay. Plus, at the minute, or initially, there's not going to be guests, but it's going to be me sort of discussing ideas a bit more in depth. Number two is that these podcasts will be short, okay, and you can hold me to that. Definitely no more than 10 minutes, with most of them in that 5 to 7 minute range, okay. Why I created this was I wanted to get my ideas and beliefs not off social media. I still post there, but in general, social media is not a place for nuance. People come there to be stimulated rather than to engage with ideas meaningfully. And a podcast provides a space where I can discuss the nuance and context and all of that in between mushy stuff that occurs in rehab a little bit more in depth. Okay. And that level of depth and engagement with the process is really important on a journey with pain. Okay. I literally rebranded to call my coaching The Way Back because pain and rehabilitation is a journey, and it's a journey that people need to go on with support and not view it as a transaction where they are buying outcomes of physios or other practitioners or getting outcomes or consuming rehabilitation or trying to fix or cure themselves, but rather coming at it from a different angle where they are earning and cultivating and deepening their relationship with their body to heal. Okay. And that's a really important distinction that I want to be present in my coaching, that I'm not trying to give people a cure, but provide a platform for them to facilitate their own healing. Okay. And I want these episodes not so much that I'm giving you the answers, but that you are taking an idea and thinking, okay, how does that resonate or impact my situation? That's a really important concept, that you're not just consuming more information, okay, but that rather you are taking information and applying it to your own context, okay? If more information was the answer, people wouldn't be in pain. It's about deepening the relationship with the information you get, and ultimately all knowledge is self-knowledge. So if a concept comes across, comes up on this podcast, it's not about thinking, oh yeah, I know that. You know of it, but you don't know in it, you don't feel it, you don't know how to implement it in your day-to-day life. So that's the idea, that this podcast isn't something, naturally when we listen to it we are consuming it, but the idea is that I don't want people to passively consume information, but to think, how does it relate to their own pain journey, and apply it to their context. And that is where the big jumps in our process of physical self-discovery and physical self-actualization come from. Not from seeing information online, but meaningfully engaging with ideas and living it and embodying it and being on this journey continuously, okay, of trying to learn and develop in our bodies and to get our way back to our best physical selves, rather than wanting to get off at pain free, okay, because that's not going to happen. Or that sort of panacea, or that idea of that I'll be pain free at this point and then I can stop. It doesn't really work like that. It's something we don't. It's not something we fix or move away from exponentially, but pain and rehabilitation and injury is something that we are constantly tending to and returning to with greater understanding. So that is a very brief episode 1 of the Way Back Rehab podcast, and I will see you all soon for episode 2.